Hi there. For the benefit of this little steaming, which is one of the first I've done in a very long time, I'm going to give this MM2 or Mamod Minor 2 a brief steaming. This is an unusual little engine in many respects, as it's a flat base, as you can see. However, this particular Minor 2 has a Mamod flywheel which dates it probably from about 53. However, the actual flywheel itself is still in the casting style of the old hot stamped brass type. When I originally bought this, I thought that it had been painted silver, the brass wheel. However, it is actually Mamod. It's quite a crude casting, as this one's particularly untrue. It sort of weaves from side to side. Anyway, gives it a little bit of character. Now this one's connected to a flat base line shaft of the same period. This particular line shaft dates from 1953. As you can see, it has a Mamod flywheel, and it also has the red oval decal, which was introduced around about that period. So it was obviously in this particular form for a year or so. And it's connected to an unusual flat base polisher, most probably a hobby's one if we assume that the green paint on the pedestal is original. The pedestal is quite rough. It doesn't feel as if it's made of cast iron, which they normally were. But anyway, it's a nice period tool to actually work with this engine. This one's heated by a 2-wick burner, no bung on it, fairly open. I've got a feeling that it has been painted black at some time in its life, and it has all the other characteristic 1950s detailing, such as brass copper boiler strap securing the engine saddle to the engine, or to the boiler rather. It has a sort of flat connecting rod type sort of piston, and also it has a sort of barrel type cylinder. So all in all, a nice rare little engine. I've never seen another one with that particular type of flywheel, and once you actually see it running, you get an idea just how out of true the actual flywheel actually is. He's approaching steam up now. As you can see, there we go. Primes a little bit. Nice little simple setup, no problem for this one to actually run it. If I bring the camera around, you can see that the flow is not particularly even. But it runs well nonetheless. That's the filler funnel that was available with these engines around the 50s. I've got a feeling this one might have had a metal one, but these plastic ones were starting to come in around about this period. As you can see, it's just getting into its stride. The flywheel on the flat base line shaft is just the early large spoke groove type. And you can see the little polisher there. Those polishing mops are not dirty. The actual felt fabric, which is quite rough actually, is actually that colour. And say the whole ensemble is attached to my usual Meccano girders, which are excellent for actually making small workshops and being able to adjust them, and also makes a nice sturdy rigid base to actually attach your engine. I thoroughly recommend them. I don't think this engine has been painted at all, apart possibly from the lamp. Everything on it seems to be original. The base plate and the engine green. Certainly the flywheel hasn't been painted. And a nice little combination of sort of rare pieces put together to make a very enjoyable little setup. So there you have it, a 1953 Mamod Minor Number 2, with a flat-base line shaft of the same period, driving a pre-war presumed hobbies polisher.